As you know, Steven, Senegal Plumbing, the only plumbing company that I trust to touch my pipes that are in my house. Some breaking news, GDP. Mortgage rates shot up last week. Fed Chair Warsh kept rates the same. He did not increase. He did not decrease. There was a vote. There was a 9-3 vote on the board. There were 3 dissenting votes. 3 of the presidents wanted to increase rates a quarter, and 9 didn't. The bond market did not like that, and this is a learning experience for all of our listeners, right? Everybody's like, oh, the Fed cut rates. Rates should be lower. No, here's an example. The Fed kept rates the same. The bond traders who control the mortgage markets did not like that what he did or what he said or a combination, and ran the bond yields up to 4.7 on the 10-year, which is the highest it's been all year. What has that done to mortgage rates? It shot mortgage rates up 1/4 to 3/8 of a point just this past week. Okay, so the Fed kept rates sideways, didn't raise them, but the mortgage rates went up. So if that's not a clear indication that they are not connected like Siamese twins, it's right there. It happened this week.
In your tenure, Dave, have you seen it do that more than once, where the bond goes separately from the Fed?
Yeah.
Okay.
The bonds traders don't like what the Fed did, but what Bernanke said, or what the last guy said, or what Yellen said, or
consumers lose regardless.
Well, lost this week because if you were looking to buy a home, you just paid 1/8 to 1/4 point more, and there's nothing you could do about it.
Unless you locked.
Unless you locked in prior to that. Okay, so rates are up, and GDP, right, gross domestic product, was up 1.5%. Just want to play some things that our Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick said last year on Fox News. Drop it.
What would be your expectation for economic growth this quarter, first quarter?
So I think this quarter, the first quarter of 2026, the United States of America's $30 trillion economy will exceed 5% growth. If they cut that rate, you're going to see the end of 2026, you're going to see 6% growth from the United States of America. Wow. And I tell you what, that fixes a whole lot of stuff, and that's why you put Donald Trump in the Oval Office.
Wow. Yeah, 1.5, not 6. And then we had Baghdad Bob, a.k.a. Kevin Hassett, on with Maria Bartiromo. Thanks to Fox News, dropped the next one.
Good job on the name,
Worries
Dave.
over inflation. Yesterday, the GDP was slower than expected. Last time we spoke, you told me you were expecting 4% growth in the second half of the year. We got a growth number yesterday, but it was way lower than people expected. How would you assess the macro story today?
Right. Well, I think that what we were looking at when you and I talked last was the really surging domestic demand. And so final sales within the U.S. were about 4%, actually, almost exactly the number we talked about, 3.9%. And the reason why the top line number was 1.5 was that we imported so many capital goods because we're building factories so fast that the number was different than we expected by a little bit. And the bottom line, though, is that if you look at that,
all right, stop. I can't.
So
this guy is just—he's just an idiot. Okay, he just spews BS and he's lying to everybody. The gross domestic product's up 1.5%. Stop. Dead stop. Okay, you throw all of this into a big pot. The bond traders don't like this because of inflation. That's why we've got higher interest rates. And last but not least, I'd like to welcome Elon Musk. What's his name? Elon, right? Elon Musk and Howard Lutnick again, our Commerce Secretary. Before the election, they were in Madison Square Garden and were spewing these lies. Go.
I've only got one question for you, and then I'm getting out of here because this is your stage. But we set up DOGE.
Yes.
How much do you think we can rip out of this wasted $6.5 trillion Harris-Biden budget?
Well, I think we can do at least $2 trillion.
Yeah!
Yeah, we're all going to get checks. Thank you to ABC Fort Worth. Steve, have you gotten your DOGE refund check yet? No?
Not yet.
Not yet?
No.
Have you gotten your DOGE?
They had the wrong address.
Okay, got the wrong address. And all of the, did you get your tariff check yet?
No.
Did you get Dave?
No.
Steve, tariff check yet?
Yes.
Yes, you got your tariff check, you liar. Just in, Apple received an estimated $2.2 billion in tariff refund this quarter. So just wanted everybody to know that your tariff money is going back to the companies, not the countries. The companies that pay for it are getting a refund, and all the consumers that are saddled with debt, all of our listeners that paid the higher prices. That is why we have what we have. And the bond traders are looking at this and going, this is crazy. Okay, and that's one of the factors why interest rates are going up. It's just a fact. Okay, I want to give a couple of quick examples of how we helped our listeners. Okay, met a couple at Portillo's in Rolling Meadows. Had the double cheeseburger, Steve. Delicious. Yes. Their cheeseburgers are highly undervalued. Okay, I know the hot dogs are great, but the double cheeseburger, tremendous.
Did you get the sport peppers?
No. Okay. So she's 80, he's 68. And I'm just like, yeah, we got a cougar. Okay, so they're living in a $500,000 home, free and clear. They want to move up to the northern burbs. Okay, great. She's like, I want a $400,000 to $600,000 home. I'm like, you're about 2 decades late. Okay, it's going to cost you about 5 to 7, and they're running numbers. They've got all their numbers on a spreadsheet. I'm like, okay, you're looking at with taxes after tax and insurance, you're looking at a $1,500 to $2,000 payment a month. Now they have no payment, right? They got taxes and insurance. And they're like, we got this amount of money, we got this amount coming in, we've got this, we don't want to touch this. I'm like, how about a reverse mortgage? They're like, I don't know about that. I'm like, there's no mortgage payment. You don't have to make a payment if you don't want to. You're going to defer it, and you can live there the rest of your life and never make a payment. You got to pay taxes. You got to pay insurance. They're like, I did not know you could do that. So we are helping this great couple secure a reverse mortgage when the time comes, introducing them to Jimmy Brown, the Sarah Leonard team today to help them there. And then last but not least, I know we got to go to a break. Rocket Mortgage, Steve, I sent you a loan estimate of one of our listeners, correct?
I see it.
Okay, Attorney Stephen A. Leahy. The loan amount there is $200 and how much?
$208,000.
This listener has $120,000, Dave, in $60,000 in car loans, and $60,000 in SoFi and Best Egg loans, high debt consumer loans.
Oh yeah.
He called me. He's like, I'm about ready to go into this rocket mortgage. At what rate, Steve, there on the loan estimate?
12.15%.
Oh, my gosh.
On a what term of loan, Steve?
It's a
20-year fixed?
20-year fixed.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
And they were going to charge him at the bottom, Steve, how much to close that loan?
$3,620.
Okay. I'm like, dead stop. Hooked him up with CCU. Instead of a 20-year fully amortized loan, we're putting him into a home equity line of credit. Steve, the payment for the first year, it's highlighted next to the $2,300 payment is how much?
It's
$1,300 something?
It's $1,232.
Which is $1,000 less, right?
And all those costs are saved.
Right. So
you're talking about your fee.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it's $1,000 less than Rocket. Mm-hmm. This guy's going to pay off the $120.
Right.
He's then going to take the $1,000 and the $3,000 in closing costs that he's saving to pay down his $130,000 worth of credit card debt.
Ugh.
So in addition to the $120 of the car loans and the consumer loans, he's got $130 grand of credit card debt. So I put another end to a rocket mortgage, trying to shoehorn somebody into something right over to Consumers Credit Union, making zero money on the referral. They're going to take care of this guy, pay off his debt, save him like $4,000 a month. Yeah. Then he's going to take the $4,000 and start clubbing the crap out of his credit card debt, and he's going to get ahead of it in about 2-3 years.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Dave, the 12. Now, come on.
That's because someone's trying to sell someone's trying to sell something instead of trying to help the guy.
But right. 12, Dave. Come
Who's
on.
trying to sell him?
Right,
yeah. Rocket Mortgage. You got the loan estimate.
So they wanted $2,315.49 a month, and it went down to $1,083 a month.
Yes.
So that's
less
huge.
than half.
And then they'd still have to be paying all that other.
Yes.
He's got the $130,000 worth of credit card debt at 28 to 30%.
Unbelievable.
Okay, so here, Rocket Mortgage, open seat. We're here every Saturday until they tell me different. 10 to 1. Okay, this might be my last show. I don't know, but you might be seeing Wendy in here next week. I don't know, but come on, explain to our listeners why you're shoehorning this person instead of putting him into a home equity line of credit like I did that I'm making zero money on.
Dave, what's their excuse for
I don't know.
12?
Bring him on.
Would they say credit rating? What would they say?
He had a 635 credit score.
Okay, so but that doesn't justify
Hold on.
12. I'm sorry.
His wife had a 681 credit score.
Okay.
You know what? We're going with the wife's credit and the wife's income, and we're dropping him off the loan.
Right.
Right? So CCU was able to get them a loan with the wife.
6.8, right.
Right? Why couldn't they do that? I don't know. You'd have to ask Rocket Mortgage. So if you want to get it, if you want to, listen, I stopped 2 of our listeners from getting absolutely violated by Rocket Mortgage, and there's hundreds out there. Call me first, and I'll stop the bleeding before you do something silly.